William Shakespeare's Sonnet number 18. This sonnet of Shakespeare was published in the year 1609. Of the 154 sonnets which Shakespeare has written, 126 was dedicated to his friend William Herbert, which was believed to be William Herbert by many critics. So, this poem describes the youth and beauty of his beloved friend. The rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. Now, let's start the poem. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Here, thee refers to you, means the poet's friend. Thou art more lovely and more temperate. He is referring to, Shakespeare is referring to his friend as lovely and more temperate. Not in extremes but in moderate. His beauty is described as moderate. Rough winds to shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease had all too short a date. Shakespeare here is saying that the rough winds of summer shakes the darling buds, the small birds, and summer's lease hath all too short a day. A tendency of nature to fade away all beautiful things, but it cannot touch the beauty and youth of his beauty and youth of his friend, which he is going to immortalize through his poetry. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines. Here, eye of heaven refers to the sun, and often in his gold complexion dim, and often in his gold complexion. His gold complexion refers to the sun's gold complexion, and dimmed. Sometimes the sun is dimmed by the clouds. The dark clouds dim the sun, and every fair from fair sometimes declines. Every fair and beautiful objects of nature declines, fades away, dies. Right? But the youth and beauty he is going to immortalize through his poem. By chance or nature's changing course, untrimmed, but thy eternal summer shall not fade. Nature's changing course will take into its grip every object, but will not be able to touch the eternal summer of his friend's beauty and youth. It will never fade away. He is going to immortalize it through his sonnet, through this sonnet, this particular sonnet number 18. Nor lose possession of that fair youth, nor lose possession of that fair thou wouldst, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in a shade. His friend will never lose the possession of his youth and beauty, and nor shall death be able to wipe away his beauty. Death will never be taken to its shade, the youth and beauty of William Herbert. When in eternal lines refers to the lines of his poetry. To time thou growest, as time will pass, his beauty and youth will shine better in his poem. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. This is a very famous couplet of Shakespeare. This poem is divided into two parts, and the last two lines is, what does it mean? It means that the so long men can breathe, men will come and go, but what happened? World will exist or eyes can see for eternity. So long lives this. This poem will be there. We are reading this poem. Generation after generation is reading this poem, and this gives life to thee. And this is making you remembered. We are reading about his friend's youth and beauty. So it is remembered. So here death is referred to as a boastful person. Death is here personified, and his death is taking into its clutches all the beautiful things, everything in nature, but it will never be able to fade away the poet's youth and beauty. Here in this poem, the month of May is referred to, right? The darling buds of May. And here the friend's beauty is much more beautiful than summer, according to Shakespeare. Okay, so the poem is divided into three quatrains and a couplet, and the rhyme scheme I have already told, that is A B C D C D E F E F G G. Thank you so much.